Meanwhile, at the Leaving Book Cafe, Gloria's finished putting books up on the shelf. And as she took her cart and head to where her husband is, and arrived at the cashier place, where her husband is finished giving change to a customer, which she got. Thank you. By the way, you do know the wedding of the century is happening at the Grand Baptist. You know, I would love to go on all, but we're kind of short-staffed here. Oh, I see. Anyways, it was good seeing you here, Jeff. No problem. You have a good day, Crystal. You too. And as she head to the comment table with her expected drink, while Gloria came to Jeff, who's at the register, who saw her. Look who's working hard, or hardly working. That I am. And as they begin kissing each other, but Gloria quickly pulled back. Oi. Hey, mister. You can't have relations with an employee. Hasn't anyone told you that? Well, I better behave myself, now won't I? And as Jeff went and walked away while Gloria watched. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the men's dressing room, Karen and Bradley are sitting on the couch talking. I cannot believe what just conspired today. I trusted her, and all the while she was having a laugh at us. Don't forget about Nate. He has some fault in this. Believe me, I have enough anger for the pair of them combined. I really don't know what I'd do should I see them in my sight. I don't blame you, because I feel the same way of what I do to Nate. And as someone knocked on the door, come in! And as Rachel and Aaron came in, and Karen and Bradley saw Rachel, Aaron. And as Karen and Bradley both got up, just as Rachel and Aaron came to where they are. We came to see how you're holding up. Can you believe Michelle and David had the explicit nerve to ruin the most important days of our lives? You want us to kick them out? It's fine. All I know is both Angela and Nate will pay for ruining my wedding, one way or another. And as Wilma and Julian both came in the room, and Karen, Bradley, Rachel, and Aaron saw, why the hell would Michelle and David chose that exact moment to expose Angela and Kristen? I don't know, son, but I do know exactly who my daughter-in-law really is. And as Rachel's iPhone beeps, and she got it and saw it's a text from Patrick, which is her son. Look, I'll be back. Is everything alright? Yeah. And as Rachel turned and went and left the men's dressing room and began walking down the hall, dialing the number to begin calling her son, while she's walking past Justin, who's thinking while he's on his iPhone. You know, your family has caused a lot of problems lately. And as Justin looked up just as Sheldon came towards where he is, and he saw, mate, I have nothing to do with my... I'm not talking about Frank and Mimi. It's about what your brother did today. Which one, dude? Because clearly I have... You know exactly which one I'm talking about. Meanwhile, in the recreation room at Karen and Bradley's wedding reception, where the chaos is continuing. You wanna be real? You helped yourself to my wife by sleeping with her and using it as insurance to get whatever the hell you want, including destroying people's lives. Dude, listen to yourself. It's quite pathetic, really, knowing she'll never satisfy the likes of you. You bastard. And as Michael detonate to the ground, and they all saw Michael, and as Michael looked at Angela, don't you dare say anything to me. Just let me explain. Save it. I heard enough lies from you. As for you, and as Michael looked at Kristen, who saw, I'll deal with you later. And as Michael walked away, where are you going? And as Nate got back up, just as Michael stopped and turned and faced him, who saw, I would really stay out of my way. Sure. Besides, Kristen got to be a real man. And as Michael went and tackled Nate to the ground, thus beginning them fighting amongst each other. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the recreation room at Karen and Bradley's wedding reception, the chaos continues as Michael and Nate are fighting amongst each other while the others are watching. Really? Vince, please stop this fight. It's no use now, is it? Because it's either Michael beating him up or me. Just so you know, you did this. The pair of you and Isabella look at Angela and Kristen. When you both slept with him, just do one. By the way, Vince will be with me. And one more thing, and it's Isabella slap Angela, who in turn punches the ground. And while that's happening, Kristen begins to turn and walk away, getting off stage and walking away. Oi! And as Michelle and David saw and went and blocked her who she saw. You're going nowhere. Don't be that. Get out of my way. No way in hell you're missing anything. It's about time you, Angela, and Nate all owned up to what you did. Yeah? And as Vince came to where they are, why don't you both back off and get out? And as he arrived, as Kristen, Michelle, and David saw, you've done enough damage to my family already. Meanwhile, at Jennifer and Rose's table, Jennifer and Roy are watching the entire event. I cannot believe my uncle and aunt got humiliated at their own wedding. I know. Kiriko, I can't just leave my uncle and aunt, and you can't leave your sister when they need our support. Kristen, Karen, and Bradley will understand. Now come on. And as Jennifer and both Will got up, I just want to go home and forget this day. Why are you in a rush to leave? Is there something I don't know? Look, I'll explain more when we get home. Answer me this at least. Did you knew? You did, didn't you? Why does it matter? She's my sister and you're my wife. I would at least thought we could trust each other with no secrets. I guess I was wrong. And as Will went and left the recreation room just as Tyler and Seth came to Jennifer's table, and she saw him as they arrived. You want me to take care of him? It's fine. Thanks for the brotherly protection, but there is a reason to why I didn't tell Will. Where's Joe? I don't think he came. He said he volunteered to help his wife at work. You can't tell a brother about what he needs to know. And as Tyler went and left the room, and as Jennifer looked at Seth, who saw, what? You do know we gotta stop this, yeah? I don't think we can. Dude, you do realize once my brother Jeff finds Nate that he's going to kill him, right? Meanwhile, at the Leaving Book Cafe, Jeff's putting cupcakes in the display. To his iPhone rings, causing him to stop and stand up, and as he took his phone out of his pocket and saw his brother Tyler and answered while heading into the office. Hey, what's going on? And as he went in and closed the door, dude, you need to get here fast. Why? What's going on there? Well, it seems our sister has gotten herself in a lot of trouble. Which one? Because we got 3. Kristen. But that's not the worst part at all. It involves Nate. What did he do? I'll tell you when you get here. Not before long, I kill Nate myself. I'm coming right now. And as Jeff hung up, just as he turned and saw his wife who came in. Look, just go. I'll be fine. I'll call you when I'm back. And as Jeff went and head out of the office, just as Maria came in and Gloria saw. Is everything alright? I surely hope so. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the men's dressing room, Karen, Bradley, Aaron, Wilma, and Julian are talking. Look, I know how upset you two must be, but you cannot let it ruin your wedding. I'm afraid it's too late. Wrong, Dad. The Collins are always gonna try to dampen our spirits and all, but we cannot let them win in the end. Look, I appreciate what you kids are trying to do, but overall the damage is already done. What I don't get is why Michelle and David chose to show that film at your reception. Yeah, it seems she intended to cause problems for everyone around. I'm gonna have a word with her myself later. I think there's more to why she wanted to expose them there. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Justin and Sheldon are talking. Are you serious? What did Nate do to get you and your little family upset? As if you don't know already, Justin, and as Jan came to where they are and arrived and stand by Sheldon while they face Justin. Apparently, he used my aunt and my cousin as insurance to keep Michael from finding out. You all amaze me on how quickly to place the blame on someone who isn't your family. Only it's true. But you knew that now, did you? You know what? I have enough problems as it is, and I really don't have time to listen to whatever this is. Really? Well, that's too damn bad because you are. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the recreation room at Karen and Bradley's wedding reception, the chaos is still taking place. Let's get to Kristen, Michelle, David, and Vince who are talking. Oh my God. Damon? Lady, I don't have a clue to what you're talking about. Clearly, you look like our son, who was killed by the ski mask killer, and well, sorry to break this to you, I'm not that person. Wow, really, you two? It's bad enough that you humiliated me and me aunt here today. Humiliate you. All my wife and I did is expose the truth about our son and your involvement. Look, son, I'm sorry on how. So, since you're on this train of revealing who your kids are, when you don't even have proof of the matter, you look exactly like our son. I'm telling you this because a mother knows about these things. Even if I am, I probably wish I wasn't based on what you two did. And it's Vince's turn and walk away. Damon, come back, leave it, Michelle. We have other problems we need to tend to. You're right. Like this vicious manipulating cow that we see before us. Oi, and its teller came to where they are. Didn't I specifically told you to stay away from my family and its dear wives? And Michelle, David, and Kristen saw. Come on, Michelle. Let's get out of here. Fine. This isn't over. I meant what I said. We will have more words later on. Because if I see you twos again, I will file a restraining order against the pair of you. And as Michelle and David both went and left the recreation room. Meanwhile, let's get to Carly, who went to where Jennifer and Seth is. And why just as they saw her. What's going on? And why does it look like Jerry Springer has been in here? The thing is, Carly, Michelle and David showed a film of some of us, and chaos erupted next. I don't think it's safe for you to be here. I'm fine with Seth, and as Rachel also came to where they are. And now why? What's with the noise? I can overhear what's going on the phone. We have to stop that over there. And as Carly, Rachel, and Seth turned and saw the fights in progress with a few spectators watching. You're right. I couldn't agree more. Suddenly, the security guards came in and went and broke up both Michael and Nate and Isabella and Angela's fight. Get off of me! All this is on her, you lying cow! Enough! And as Will came to where they are. And they all saw him just as he arrived. And as he looked at Nate, who saw him, I think you need to leave. Why? When I didn't do a damn thing other than sleeping with my wife and all. Hey, Vince. And as Nate looked at Vince, who saw him, how does it feel to be doped by your own wife? I said do one, or I'll throw you out myself. Really? And as Nate turned and looked at Will, is that so? And as he approached and arrived to where Will is, but Vince went and blocked him before he got there. You, his little guard dog? Cute. It's no wonder to why Angela kept coming back for more, and as Vince in turn punched Nate to the ground. But Nate quickly got up, and before he returned the punch to Vince, he is quickly grabbed by security and is led out of the room. Get your hands off me! You! And as Nate looked at Vince, who saw, this is far from over. I'll find you no matter what. And as the security and Nate left the room. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner and Sheldon and Jan's office, Rebecca, Grace, and Jeremy are all enjoying the Reuben sandwich while talking. Damn. I keep forgetting that my sister makes the best Reubens here. Oi, it was me that did all the work today, even though her and her husband supplied it. Sorry, Becca. My bad. It's cool. Anyways, what else happened before you lot left the church? The thing is, we didn't want Karen and Bradley to seeing that her sister was banned after, I pretty much know the whole history between them lots. By the way, Rebecca, how's things going between you and Ben? Ben and I are doing fine, and that's all I want to say about him. Meanwhile, at the Leaving Book Cafe in the office, Gloria brought in Jeff's till. And as she opened the safe and put it in, and as she closed it and locked it, just as an employee came in, and as Gloria stand up and turned and saw who it is. Gabriel, someone wants to give this to you. And as he came and gave Gloria the envelope which she got, just as Maria came back in. Thank you. Take over the front till my husband returns, yeah? Will do. And as Gabriel turned and went and left the room, closing the door, while Maria came to where Gloria is, who saw. What? Didn't Nate seem strange to you? I mean, lately, ever since he hooked up with Kristen and all? You miss him, don't you? And as Gloria handed Maria the envelope which she got. Yeah, I guess these were delivery divorce papers from my husband, Seth. You do know it's not too late to tell Seth how you feel, right? The thing is, I need a break from both Seth and Justin. It's just too much to bear me head right now. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the men's dressing room, Karen, Bradley, Aaron, Wilma, and Julian are talking. Why don't we continue our reception at our house? Alright, sounds good to me. I really don't think Michelle and David should be there. I couldn't agree more after what they've done today. And as Lucy, Tristan, Casey, and Richard came in, and they all saw them. It is all kinds of crazy out there. Unbelievable. You know what? I'll go handle this. You don't have to. This is your wedding, Dad. Speaking of which, we're gonna be moving the reception to my house, so Richard and I will let everyone know. And by everyone, I don't want Michelle and David to come. What about Angela? She can come because I have a few choice words for her. And as Casey and Richard turned and went and left the room, just as Will came in, and they all saw him. You don't have to worry about Nate because I had security kick him out. Good. Let's just hope he stays where he is. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Jan, Sheldon, and Justin are talking. You lot must have mistaken me for someone who clearly gives a damn. Of course you don't. That's what your family's reputation is based upon. Dude, I would really watch how you talk about my family. Or else what? Pack it in, Shelton. What's going on here? And as Rachel, Lauren, and Patrick came to where they are, and they saw them. Other than my dad making an ass out of himself, I see. Rachel, say whatever you're planning to say. Is that why you passed by me earlier? What? Yeah, and I'm about to do it again. Excuse me. And as Rachel, Lauren, and Patrick walk away, and as Justin looked at Shannon Sheldon, who saw, this isn't over. And as Justin walked past him as he walked away. Meanwhile, in the sanctuary, Michelle and David both came in holding hands, and as they head to the front altar area. And as they arrive, and as they turn and face each other. Today, we have accomplished our goal. To what end? Michael's not coming home with us. He needs time to process the news. And as the couple head in, excuse me, and as Michelle and David turned and saw the couple. Just so you know, from what we heard, Karen and Bradley are moving the reception to their place. Oh, really? You can give the details to my husband. And you, I'm gonna call Sheridan and Dustin and see how they're faring. And as David head to where the couple is, while Michelle's watching, who in turn got her iPhone out of her purse, and as she began calling Sheridan. Meanwhile, in the reception room where Karen and Bradley's reception is taking place, most of the patrons has left, leaving only a few behind, including Angela, Vince, Isabella, Kristen, Jennifer, Carly, and Seb were talking. I didn't realize how chaotic the wedding would turn out. You know by now that's a requirement. I mean, so many secrets and fights that's happened in this room. I'm surprised the church hasn't banned us. That's thanks to our father, who's contributed lots of money into the church. Yeah. Still, this excuse what you do. Back off, Isabella. Why don't I take you both home? And as Casey and Richard came in, everyone listen up. And as everyone turned and saw Casey and Richard. Due to an unfortunate circumstance, we're moving the reception to my parents' house. And for those who don't know where it is, there's a guy coming around passing directions. Not so fast. And as Claire, Greg, and the officers came in, and they all saw. Everyone can go apart from Isabella, Angela, and Vince. And as remaining patrons, including Kristen, Jennifer, Carly, and Seth, all went and left the recreation room. And as Isabella, Vince, and Angela came toward Claire, Greg, and the officers. What's the deal of us not leaving? Simple. You lot are under arrest. Meanwhile, in the courtyard, Jeff and Tyler are talking. You seriously gotta be kidding me. No, mate. Michelle and David showed the video. Apparently, our aunt and sister also locked them in the supply closet to prevent them from rousing them out. I warned that bastard to stay away from my family. Now he's a dead man. And as Jeff turned and stormed out, just as Carly, Seth, Kristen, and Jennifer came to where Tyler is, who saw them. You told him, didn't you? Of course he has. Do you have any idea of what you set in motion? Meanwhile, in Nate's car, Nate's sitting in the driver's seat on his iPhone, looking at pictures of him and Kristen. Soon, you and I will be together, Kristen.